Good. Thank
Yeah?
you. Yeah.
Bright and breezy first thing in the morning?
Yes.
Okay, good. How many days have you been talking about this now?
Oh, like months, really. I mean, since probably a couple. I mean, we've been doing a lot of different, trips and stuff. And
Yeah, I can
since
imagine.
October, probably we started. Really, yeah.
Wow. Okay, right, I'm going to crack on. Do you have a secret life?
Not really. I mean, I just have a boring sort of home life where I hang out with my family and enjoy it, love it, but it's not really that. It's not very exotic or anything.
Are you much of a daydreamer?
Not really. I tend to daydream about movies that I'm working on in terms of thinking about the images as a director. You're always sort of trying to visualize the film, so you're sort of, in that way, it's sort of your job to daydream all the time.
I was going to ask that actually. As a filmmaker, how easy is it for you to kind of picture how things are going to look in your head? Are you always quite accurate with that? That's quite a powerful imagination to have.
Yeah, I mean, there's always so many possibilities, and as you think of, it really comes from the script. Really, when you read something, or if you're working on something where you have these ideas that are spurred by what's written, and that really sends you into that world of thinking like, what could this look like? What could the style be? And that's the fun part of making movies. The possibilities are really endless until you actually are making the movie, and then the budget, of course, affects everything.
Yeah. What's your own favourite route of escapism? Do you like books, TV, films?
I guess I love movies. Movies are really my favorite. I like to read also, but I grew up watching movies and watching television, watching movies on television as a kid a lot, and then going to the theater was always something that I really looked forward to. That it's an excitement there when you go to a movie and sit in a dark theater and it starts up and you don't know what it's going to be, and that's really what I love the most, I think.
How often these days do you get to go and see a movie where you don't know what's going to happen?
Well, not as often as I would like. I mean, between having kids and working, and the balancing all that, a lot of times it's hard to get out to the theater, which I think is hard for a lot of people too. But I do like doing it on a date night with my wife or something like that.
And do you find that you dissect, as a filmmaker yourself, are you able to switch off and go into the movie like you would do when you were a kid? Or do you find that you're kind of watching scenes and seeing the construction there?
It depends on the movie. If it's a good movie that takes you in from the beginning, then you're not thinking about that. And you never want to be thinking about that. But sometimes, you can sort of, if you're not drawn in, you can start to do that, pick it apart.
Do you have a favourite film of this year?
I have not seen enough of the movies yet because I've just been so busy working. I just was working on another film, so I've seen some of the films and enjoyed them. I enjoyed Gravity a lot, but I haven't seen a lot of movies.
This is funny. I'm getting this at the moment. Everyone I'm talking to that works in films has seen less films than anyone else that isn't working in films.
It's just sort of the nature of the work.
And there's me thinking you're all on planes all the time watching.
Oh, right.
Yeah, watching films on the
Oh,
back.
yeah. I tend to sleep on the plane.
And do you have a New Year's resolution?
I don't. I just, take a moment to sort of think about what I'm grateful for in my life and try to be positive about the outlook for the year to come. And but I don't ever make a specific resolution because that's always and end up never following up on it. So.
Is it something your kids do?
My kids? No, I don't. Not I should get them to do that, right? Yeah. All right, we'll work on that.
That's lovely. Thank you very much.
Thank
it's
you.
lovely
Nice talking to you.
Really, really enjoyed the film.
It's not going to be that interesting on my part, I promise.
Don't say that.
No, I mean, I shouldn't say that. It's just I'm boring myself.
Oh, you?
You know when
Okay.
you're like, have been talking for days?
Yeah.
Let's
I'm trying
begin, ladies.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
We're just talking.
Yeah, we're just chatting now. I'm going to try and talk round it anyway, so hopefully it won't be...
It's going to be great.
Yeah. Set the bar high. So, do you have a secret life?
Well, if I did, I wouldn't tell you. I think we all do, right? Yeah. At least in our minds, I think we all do.
And are you much of a daydreamer yourself?
I think so, yeah. I think I am. I mean, plus I'm a writer too, and I think you have to be if you're creating anything. I think it kind of starts with that.
And being a filmmaker as well, you know, writing and things like that, do you see things in your head? Is your imagination
Yes.
really vivid?
Probably things that shouldn't be there. Yeah. I'm just gonna stare off into the. No. I mean, I think that's one of the reasons why this character has been around for so long and is relatable and timeless. Is that everybody daydreams, everybody thinks about what if and how their life can be different, but maybe people don't talk about it so much.
I was quite interested in the fact that as a filmmaker and as a writer, you must be able to tap into that more than anyone else, because it's part of what you do.
I mean, yeah, I think actors and songwriters, I mean, painters, I mean, kind of everybody. It's sort of an essential part of staying sane, I think.
Okay. Do you have a favourite route of escapism yourself, like books, TV, online, films?
Films, and just staring. Walls. Just plain white walls.
In the asylum.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what kind of films and TV stuff do you watch to switch off? Or is it like work if you're...
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I do watch some reality TV. I think because it's so different from what I do, and it does help my brain turn off, and I'm not thinking about the structure of it, and you know, I think because I'm in this business, you can't help but think of like, gosh, did they shoot this scene in one day, and things like that. So I tend to watch some reality TV, I'm not gonna lie.
What we're talking, Duck Dynasty, Real Housewives?
Like some Real Housewives, that gets in there. That's mostly... Yeah, that's mostly it.
Well, there's enough series of that anyway to keep you going, isn't there?
Yeah. Oh, and there's another show called, I think it's called American Pickers. These guys that like go around finding antiques all over the country. It sounds really exciting. It's riveting.
Great. Have you ever tried meditation or anything like that?
Yes, I do. I do that regularly. Yeah.
And how easy did you find that, or did you have to learn how to do it?
I mean, I did kind of learn how to do it many years ago, so I think that's why it's easier for me now to just go into it, because I've been doing it for a while. It's hard, even though every time after I do it, I feel so much better, it's hard to remember that each time when I'm like, oh, I don't have time to do it. Even if you just take 2 minutes, it really does kind of like shift you back.
Oh, and final question, because we've run out of time. What's your favourite film of the year? Have you got one?
Oh, I'm sorry, that's your last question, because I haven't seen anything. I really have not seen any. It's been kind of a lot of work on traveling, so I haven't really seen much.
You don't sit and watch them on planes or anything? Or they were
No,
just all rubbish?
I sleep on the plane. I sleep and I stare at the walls in the plane, the inside of it. Not out the window. I don't look at like the clouds and the beautiful scenery. I just stare at like the interior wall of the plane.
Okay, I'm going to go for a final end of year question. Have you got a New Year's resolution?
No, I don't believe in them.
Why not?
Because I just think if you're going to do it, you should just do it. I mean, I'm speaking just for myself, but I don't know, I feel like you're setting yourself up for failure.
That's lovely.
For me, anyway. I don't know, I just don't believe in them.
It's funny, people seem to be split.
Yeah.